Okay, today I'm going to show you how to answer a speaking prompt using just the sentence starters that we're going to give you to practice. So the prompt that I'm answering today is a prompt you might see on the Access exam. The prompt is, what do you think is the best way to reduce air pollution caused by cars? Why do you think your solution is the best solution? Okay, so I'm going to think aloud here before I answer this question. I'm being asked to explain what's the best way to reduce air pollution caused by cars, and why is my solution the best solution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think before I start using my sentence start and start answering this. I'm going to think about the points that I want to make. Now, you won't have any pen or paper in front of you to help you do this. So I'm going to model to you in writing what I would be doing in my brain. And the only reason I'm putting this in writing here is so that you can see what I'm thinking as I'm typing it out loud. So the first thing that I would do in my brain is I would think of my reason or my solution. So my solution to how we can reduce air pollution caused by cars, my solution is walking or taking public transportation. That means buses instead of taking cars. Okay, so I come up with a solution in my head, and now I'm going to think of 3 reasons why that solution is the best solution. So my first reason is going to be because when you walk or take public transportation, that means there are fewer cars on the road causing pollution. Okay. Now another reason why this is the best solution is that when you walk, it's not only good for the environment, but good for you and the environment. Okay, and now I have to think of a third reason, or a third reason why this is the best solution. And I would say that another reason why this is the best solution is you can do this today. You don't have to wait for a scientific invention. You can start impacting our climate and our environment today just by walking or taking public transportation. Okay, so all I did, and this again, if I was or were taking the test, I wouldn't be writing. I would just be thinking this in my head. I've got my solution, and I've got 3 reasons why that's the best solution. Okay, this is how I would go about answering this as a student. Ready, set, go. I think the best solution to reducing air pollution caused by cars is to walk or take public transportation. Because when you walk or take public transportation, that means you're having fewer cars on the road that are causing pollution. Also, when you walk, it's not only good for the environment, but it's also good for you. And walking or taking public transportation is something we can do today to impact our environment instead of waiting for a scientific answer that might only come years later. One reason why walking or taking public transportation is the best way to reduce air pollution caused by cars is because when we take public transportation, we are reducing the number of cars that are on the roads. One example of this is buses. When people take a bus, that's a way to take 30 or 40 people in one vehicle that causes pollution instead of having 30 or 40 individual cars on the road that are causing pollution. This shows that this is the best way to reduce air pollution caused by cars because we're going to be reducing how much we pollute. Instead of having 30 or 40 different cars on the road that are polluting, we'll just have one bus that's carrying 30 or 40 people that's polluting instead. And this is better for the environment than having 30 or 40 cars that are polluting. Another reason why walking or taking public transportation is the best solution is because when you walk, that's something that's not only good for the environment, but it's good for you. An example of this is when you're walking from your home to school or to work, you are exercising your body. You are moving, you are taking in fresh air, you're getting your heart rate up. All these things are good for your body and you're not polluting. This shows that this is the best solution to reducing air pollutions caused by cars because it's a solution that's not only good for your environment because you're not polluting, but it's also good for you and your body because it's a healthy choice. Finally, the best solution to reducing air pollution caused by cars is to walk or take public transportation. Because when you walk or take public transportation, you can affect the environment immediately instead of waiting for a solution that's a scientific solution that will only be developed later. So, an example of this is I can go out today and walk to school or to work, and I can do that today immediately. And I'm already reducing the amount of pollution because I'm not getting in my car and causing pollution, causing carbon dioxide to go into the air. I'm walking instead. So by making that choice today, right now, I'm impacting the environment. Whereas if I say I'm going to wait for a scientific solution, like a car that doesn't pollute, and in the meantime, I'm just going to keep driving to work or to school, well, until that scientific solution comes, I'm still polluting the environment. So I'm not making any changes until that solution happens. So this shows that taking public transportation or walking is the best solution because it's a solution that we can use right now to help our environment this moment.